Hey guys, it's Claus. You know, there are no Greek tanks in the game. But, you know, Claus has a soft spot for the underdog, the little guy, the down and out, the working man. And, it's time to give the Greek people a little bit of a pep talk. Why not? Let's watch these two Russian premium tanks and talk about Greece. Now, you know, Claus visited Greece this summer, and it was one of the most beautiful places in the world. Just gorgeous. The people, friendly, one of the nicest places Claus has ever went. But you know, Claus saw something in the eyes of you Greeks that made Claus a little bit angry. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the country where knowledge, philosophy, democracy, intelligence was spawned. Now look at you guys. A collection of sorry sods cowering under the regulations of austerities thrown on you by a bunch of freaks from Brussels. Every 6 months or so they call you up and say, get the lube ready and bend over. We got more coming for you. I mean, the country where Aristotle and Homer and Plato and even Pete Sampras are from. Great warriors like Pericles, Achilles, Socrates, Hercules, and now all you got is a bunch of pussies. How long you gonna keep taking it up the ass like that? 10, 20, 30, 40 years? Imagine a proud country like Greece sitting around when there's a bunch of foreign world leaders and fat, stupid bankers sitting around in Brussels drinking cappuccinos trying to formulate and tell you what to do. They are not trying to help you. They want to control you and manipulate you and do what's best for them. You think Achilles or Zeus would have put up with this shit? Zeus would have appeared in the sky above that Brussels clusterfuck and he would have lightning bolted their asses. So you know what? It's time to make Greece great again. And it's time for you guys to make some changes. And Claus is going to explain it for you. It's pretty simple. It's not rocket science. Number one, throw out whoever the hell it is that's running that place. Okay, throw them out. That's step one. Number two, call up whatever guy it is in charge in the EU. There's so many freaking people in charge there. The chancellor, the secretary, or the head of whatever, prime minister, whatever the freaking guy's name is. The guy that's in charge of the money in the EU. Call him up and say, hey, we have no more money, so go fuck yourself. And number three, declare bankruptcy. Call up Moody's in New York and say, hey Moody's, this is Greece calling. We're fucking bankrupt and you ain't getting any more money. You think that's a bad idea? Well, Claus is just going to explain it for you here. You know, let me give you a list of some companies. This is how you do it in America. When times get hard and you screw up and you have no more money and you've borrowed a lot of money, well, it just happens that some companies like General Motors, Chrysler, Texaco, Air Canada, and a little company called Marvel Entertainments, which does movies about Hercules now, all of those companies have gone bankrupt in their histories. That's right. They just phoned up Moody's and said, hey, we've got no more money, fuck you. And then they start over without any debt. And any one of those companies today has more money than the country of Greece. And number four, and this is the most important one, and this goes for all of you Greeks in your great country, you get up the next morning after you declare bankruptcy and you stop taking it up the ass and start giving it up the ass instead. You do whatever it was in the past that made Greece great, and you do it again. You start from scratch, and you do it again. And in a few years, you're going to be back on top. Guaranteed, you're going to be back on top. Invest in yourselves, and stop listening to those freaks in Brussels. Imagine that. A bunch of pathetic, paranoid pussies in Brussels trying to tell you what to do. Oh, you have to comply with these 28 conditions, austerity measures, so that we can forward you this small bailout This bailout will be enough to get you by for the next 4 months, at which time we'll have 43 new conditions to make your life miserable for the next 25 years. Fuck you! Tell them all to go to hell, declare bankruptcy, you got no more money, and start over like we do it in America. You still don't believe Klaus? You still don't believe Klaus? Well, listen to this. Donald Trump companies have gone bankrupt, and he's the fucking president now! Yeah, Klaus visited your country this summer, and just looking around at all the history and everything you've got there, it's guaranteed that you guys will claw your way back and be back on top if you just stop listening to freaks and do things for yourself. And that's all Klaus has to say about this. And Klaus apologizes. Just get pretty excited here when you see the working man getting taken for a ride like that. Okay, well, you know what? There's a game going on here, and it's a pretty close game. And the 2 Russian T-54 modified premium tanks are one of the 2 last guys. What the fuck is even going on here? Klaus has lost track. Klaus is platooned with Digital Justice in a T-54 modified, and got to get back to reset cap here. And you know what? Klaus is not going to be the star of this. Klaus is dead. Yeah, because on Klaus's channel, you get to see the working man and the little guy. Sometimes you screw up. And Klaus is screwed up, and look at this guy. This guy screwed up too. Huh? What an assortment of pathetic players. Klaus gets killed, and our big TD is sitting sideways like a poof. But do we give up? No! Declare bankruptcy and move forward and take the bull by the horns and claw your way back. And here's Digital Justice, and he screws up too. Drives in front of the big freaking TD, and he's almost dead. Yeah, it's looking pretty sorry now, isn't it? Yeah, throwing away this game. Might as well just bend over, get the lube ready, and start worrying about the austerity measures. Move on to the next game, right? No! Digital's gonna work his way back and try and claw out a win here as best he can. And what's he gonna do? He's gonna look after himself and his friends. And he's driving back here to help out the useless, pathetic TD that's lying on his side. There he is. And look at this. Bless his heart. He's gonna actually try and help his teammate. And that's what you Greeks should do, is help each other and forget about the freaking enemies. Okay, so here he goes. Oh, this guy's only got 1 HP. What's he gonna do? If he rams him, he could kill him, right? You could kill him by doing the wrong thing, so he's gotta be careful. He's just slowly going in there. He's gotta try and get this guy back in the game. He's got a big gun. Can he help him? Have you ever seen anything like this? This is what you gotta do. You gotta help each other. You gotta stick together. And you gotta make things work out. Look, he's gonna do it the Greek way here. He's gonna do the old butt ram switcheroo. Oh, wait, no, look, there's the German guy. The German guy's gonna try and control. He's gonna try and kill him. What's gonna happen here? He missed. Okay, it's time to take matters into your own hand. Digital, he's moving up. Here he goes. What's he gonna do? There, tracked him. Ha, tracked him. And now it's time for you to get it up the ass. It's time to stop taking it up the ass, and it's time to start giving it up the ass. And he's gonna give it up the ass here. Here he goes, 1 and 2. He's gonna keep sticking it up the ass. Get that gun barrel right down there. Yeah, get the lube ready, buddy. Get the lube ready. Have a taste of your own medicine. Up the ass for you, buddy. Thanks everyone for watching, and a special thanks to all of you subscribers from Greece. If Klaus still has any subscribers from Greece after this video. And despite what anyone will tell you anywhere in the world, you remember, Greece has always been and will always be great.